like the biggest mistake, like if I could say that you can learn from me, is please, if that man, I don't care how fine that man is, I don't care what that man tells you, if that man don't have God in him, please run. If you know that you need healing, work on you. And I know that as women that don't have our dads, or you don't have family, like you be seeking that, but if you don't love yourself, or you see yourself worthy enough, or you have confidence in yourself, stay by yourself. I'm telling you, like the biggest example, like, and what I'm teaching my children, especially my daughters, like, stay by yourself. Because like the biggest thing that I'm seeing that I cannot fix is I created a broken home. I'm gonna keep saying this because this is something that I feel like my purpose is in as well. Like, I created a broken home. I can't take that back because of my own brokenness. I wasn't selfish, doing the things that I was doing, but yeah, I should have kept my legs closed. There's certain things that I can't change. There's certain things that I cannot go back on. But if you don't know if you know that person that you're with, if you're gonna be with them for the rest of your lives, keep your legs closed. Don't have kids with them, because see, not only are you creating a broken home, we got to realize too, at some point, like when you get with somebody else and have kids with them, how will that other child feel? And then it's like, if you've done something to hurt the child, or if most kids don't understand their child, their parents not being together. And some people want family where they see other kids with they mom and dad together. They don't have that. Or the fact of my son see me and my daughters together, and we have a relationship but he don't have one. It's like it'd be so many things running in my head, and I'm trying to balance out my life, getting my life together, because like my life is not easy. I don't have the support, I don't have anything. So with me trying to get my life together, have a relationship with God, baby, it's a roller coaster. And I mean a roller coaster. But I need y'all to heal, so you won't be in this type of situation, because hearts are broken, things are difficult and challenging, and the only thing that I can do right now is keep it like keep praying and giving it to God, because honestly God is the only thing that's keeping me sane right now. Because I gotta realize, I was a teen, I was I was disrespectful at times, I was reacting, I was holding things in, and I feel like my son is holding things in that he don't know how to express or to really get out. And I guess the more that I try, even if it doesn't matter how nice I act, like I gotta realize, like I had him for the first 7 years, and then gave him the option to be with his dad, so his dad had him for the rest of the remaining 7 years. So we could kind of make it even, and we give our kids options to figure out what they want to do. But with that, him being with his dad for that amount of time, it's like I've seen the love that I was pouring into him is kind of like fading out, because he don't have that. And to really like for God to put that on me, that kind of bothered me, because my son does laugh sometimes when he's with me, and it's like when he's gone, that like he doesn't do that, he doesn't smile, he's every picture he takes with his dad is just serious, like. And then when God is showing me spirits on him and things around him, it's hard getting him to picture that. So the only thing I can do is pray and trying to get his dad to understand that it's difficult. Please, if you don't know if you're going to be with that person, if you know that you are broken and that the only thing that y'all have in common with the person that you're sleeping with is soul ties and trauma bond, heal. Just say I want God, and see what the other person does, and see if they're dragging you down. Because a man that comes into your life and pulls you away from what you want to do anyways isn't a man that's for you. You got dreams and ambitions, and that man don't like support you. It's time to let it go, because nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change. If he starts being in competition with you, if he starts getting jealous of the things that's inside of you, and call you out your name, and that's not okay. Stuff like that is not okay. And when you don't know your self-worth, when you don't know who you are truly, like, you'll accept anything. And the brokenness that I had in me, I accepted anything. I was nice. Some things I felt like I had to take because of what I dealt with as a kid. Even though that I was trying to fight and be the opposite of what I was going through, some type of way, I still became a byproduct of my abuse from my father with my son. I still became a byproduct of being in relationships, taking abuse, being, abusive, reacting to things that hurt me. And I just want y'all to heal, because we are creating broken homes and children. Yes, you can move on with another man and another woman, but that child is still broken. that child is still hurting. They're not going to understand, like, okay, well, they get most of your time. You know, it seems like when y'all out, like, we be out, my daughter's got to see half the world. My son don't. It's like he's being stuck in a shell. Like, as a mother, sometimes it's hard for me. But I can't hold on to that guilt, because if you start holding on to that guilt, it's going to start creating shame. The enemy can come and play with it. And a little bit he did, because listen, when my son started disrespecting me because all I'm trying to do is help, boy, I was ready to lay my son out. I'm not even gonna lie, baby. I was ready to lay my son out, but I feel like I'd be in jail. But at the same time, it helps me to sit and be silent and to reflect. And then when you're really trying to do the right thing, and when you seek the word, God will tell you where to go. That's why I say Psalms 4, like, don't react. Because once you react, you're committing sin. Once you react out of anger, you're committing sin. Just, go to your bed and be silent. Give it to me and be silent. I need y'all to heal, because, like, these kids deserve better. If you want kids, if you want marriage, ask yourself, am I healed? Can I really be in a relationship right now? If you think, look what's going on in the world now. Everybody's going from body to body. You're not relationships going to body, but you're still broken. You're creating kids. You're dealing with people, like, that really only want to use you. Like, as women, we have to start taking control. Like, if you don't love you the way that you should, or see yourself the way that God sees you, it's time to say, you know what, I need to love me first. These are my boundaries. If you lower your boundaries to be with somebody, you don't love you yet. I've done that, and to be in the place that I am right now, I love me too much to go back. Seeing now that, when a man come into my life and bring me down, that's the enemy. That's the counterfeit, because once you get focused, it's like things come in to try to tear you down, especially a man. Fight the areas that the enemy is trying to attack you in, whether it's relationship, you finding yourself, because then when you're trying to find yourself, you're going to fight so many thoughts that my dad told me I was nothing, I was worthless. So to see myself the way that I see me now, sometimes it's still a struggle, but yet no, God brought me too far. Like, heal. I had to heal. I love me. I don't need another body. I don't need nothing else that's going to bring me down. I've already created enough brokenness. I don't need to create no more brokenness. The next man that come in my life, like, literally has to be God sent. Because I'm not having no more kids. I'm not doing anything. Like, I can't do nothing else without God. I want y'all to heal, man. These kids are suffering because of the mistakes that we've done. Some are fixable. In some seasons, you're going to have to let go, no matter how hard it is. And as much as, like, I'm trying to fight and build my life up and do it with no help but from God, Jesus, because he's keeping me sane. He's keeping me peaceful. The Bible, scripture is really helping me to understand that when you give up your life for God, he's going to reward you in due time. And I feel like in due time, things will get better. And if it don't, like, people got to make their own choice. My son is 15. This is the time, like, this is my first teenager. I wasn't ready, but then I got to realize, like, when I was broken, I was an out of control teenager because of the hurt that has been done. My son is holding in things. And I pray that his daddy get him help. But if he don't, I know that's going to go down the wrong way. If he's starting with he's nice, he's polite, but things start small. The disrespect starts small. It's going to grow if he doesn't fix that. When you're holding on to pain that you're not talking about, it's going to grow and it's going to fester. It just got to be pushed and opened up by the right things. So, please heal. Because we created some broken homes. God is working on us to make sure that we're on his firm foundation. So while we're working for God, we got to clean up house too. We got to acknowledge the things that we have done. So ladies, before you open up your legs to somebody else and have kids with somebody else, make sure that you healed. And while you are healing, make sure that the wrong man don't come into your life. Make sure that you are standing on your boundaries. Get the boundaries off of God and the Bible. Make sure that God is in everything that you do, because these kids deserve greater, a life that we didn't even get a chance to get. So continue to keep God first in everything.